Have you ever wondered what makes a sentence complete and meaningful? We all use sentences daily, whether in conversations, text messages, or emails. But what really constitutes a sentence? Well, in the realm of language, sentences are the building blocks of communication. They're the vessels that carry our thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of sentence structure. We'll explore the crucial components that give sentences their form and function. These elements are the subject, the verb, and the object. Think of them as the heart, the brain, and the hands of a sentence. The subject is the who or what, the verb is the action, and the object is the whom or what receiving the action. Our journey will take us from the simplest sentence forms to more complex structures, revealing the beauty and sophistication of language. After this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of sentence structure and the role of each component. So let's dive right in. So, what is the subject in a sentence? Well, think of the subject as the star, the main character, the one who takes center stage. It's the part of the sentence that's doing or being something. For example, in the sentence, "The cat sleeps," the subject is the cat. It's the one doing the sleeping. Subjects can be simple or complex. They can be a single word like cat or a group of words like the big fluffy cat. They can be people, animals, things, or even ideas. Identifying the subject in a sentence isn't always straightforward, though. Sometimes you need to ask yourself who or what is doing or being something. Once you answer that, you've found your subject. So, whether it's John, the quick brown fox, or happiness, the subject is the one taking action or being described. Remember, the subject is the doer or the actor in the sentence. Now that we know about subjects, what role does the verb play in a sentence? Well, the verb is the main event of the sentence, the heartbeat, if you will. It's the action or state of being that the subject is performing or experiencing. For instance, in the sentence, "The cat purrs," purrs is the verb. It's what the subject, the cat, is doing. Let's look at some more examples. In the sentence, "We are learning," our learning is the verb phrase. It's the action that we, the subjects, are undertaking. In another example, "She seems happy," seems is the verb. It's the state of being that the subject, she, is in. How do we identify the verb in a sentence, you ask? It's quite simple. Ask yourself, what is the subject doing or what state is it in? The answer to that question is your verb. Verbs are crucial as they express the action or condition of the subject. We've talked about subjects and verbs, but what about objects? What function do they serve in a sentence? Let's delve into the world of objects. In a sentence, the object is the receiver of the action. It's the what or whom the subject is acting upon. For instance, in the sentence, "John reads a book is the object as it's the recipient of the action, which is reads. So, how do you identify the object in a sentence? It's quite simple. It's usually a noun, a pronoun, or a phrase acting as a noun that follows the verb. It answers the questions what or whom. For example, in the sentence, "Sarah loves pizza," pizza is the object as it answers the question, what does Sarah love? Remember, without an object, a sentence might feel incomplete or vague. Objects complete the meaning of a sentence by receiving the action of the verb. Let's tie everything together now. How do the subject, verb, and object work together to form a sentence? Well, imagine these three as the main pillars of a sentence. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about. It's like the protagonist of our story. The verb is the action that this protagonist performs. Without it, our subject would be quite bored, wouldn't it? And finally, the object. It's what the subject's action is directed towards. It completes the sentence, giving us a satisfying ending to our little story. Now let's talk about the different sentence structures. A simple sentence is like a one-act play with one subject and one verb. A compound sentence is like a two-act play with two independent clauses connected by a coordinating conjunction. And a complex sentence, it's a full-blown drama with one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. And there you have it, the basic structure of a sentence. With a subject, a verb, and an object, you can express almost anything in English.